Today I'll show you how to transfer the playlists and music, saved music preferences from other providers like Spotify into Apple Music. So I have Apple Music here, I have it on my iPad, it's open, and I'm not sure if I can play any of these songs. Probably no, probably it's gonna be a copyright problem, and I'm not really sure even how to make this video. But the option to transfer music preferences, especially saved music, that's not a big deal. I could show that. I actually did this already. I have my playlists here. These are playlists imported from Spotify into Apple Music. And the reason I did this is because I wanted to have my Shazam tracks brought into Apple Music. And that's pretty much the latest tracks I used on Shazam. But there should be one more here. I think I did one more recently and it went to Spotify. I want to show you how easy it is to move these playlists from Spotify or other services into Apple Music. So you can have your Shazam tracks or your like songs or your favorites. You can have them in Apple Music. This works on iPad and iPhone the same way. I actually did it before on the iPhone, but I want to show you on the iPad now how it works. It might ask me for the credentials for Spotify again, so that's going to be a good chance to show you how it works. So first, if you want to transfer music from another service into Apple Music, you have to go into the Settings app. So this is the Settings app, I have it here. And then in the Settings app, go to Apps to find all the apps, and you could actually just make a search for music. So you have music, that's the Apple Music logo. And here you have lots of settings, but this is the most important part. You can sync your library. So this is the option, transfer music from other services. All saved music and playlists you made in other music services to your music library. So add saved music and playlists you made in other music services to your Apple Music library. So that's what I want to show you now. There is a few steps. There are a few steps. So you see songshift.com. This used to be a service by itself, Songshift. I saw many comments. People were talking about Songshift, and I guess Apple bought this, and now it's Apple, or they integrate this service into the Apple Music. It's taking some time. I'm not sure if it's gonna ask me again for the credentials. If this is going to work straight through and not asking for anything, there are steps where you have to sign into your Spotify account. You have to choose the type of account where you transfer from, and then it will work. So I'm not sure now what it's doing. So it might have all the information saved or not. I'm not sure. Okay, this is good. Once this window opens, you have to choose a service and transfer your music library and playlist you made over to Apple Music. You can choose Deezer, Spotify, Tidal, and even YouTube. So if you have YouTube Music, this is a great option there. Powered by Songshift. So this is the service that's providing you this option. Selecting a service grants Songshift the ability to access and send the contents of that library to Apple Music. Learn about how Songshift collects and keeps your data safe. Terms of service, privacy policy. So I'll choose Spotify here. In your email, you will receive a code. Okay, so I entered the code, and now I have the options to transfer playlists and all songs and albums. This is the easiest mode. You don't really have to untick anything, but if you want, you can select specific things. I will select everything, add to library, and it's gonna start working. And now in my Shazam tracks, I'm not sure, but there should be one more that shows up here. It's a bit confusing with the Shazam tracks, how they're sorted. This is the progress indicator here. You see there is some progress happening there. Okay, some music needs review. Okay. Some of the songs could not be added. Yeah, some of the songs could not be added. I'm not gonna go through them too much, so I'll just ignore all of them and move on. And you should see there are more here now. So there was Magic Mamaliga, and then yeah, I'm not gonna keep too much of this because of copyright reasons, but yeah, hopefully it's okay to put a small part of that song. And that's how I imported the new Shazams. This is from Spotify. So I had the last Shazam was here at Magic Mamaliga from Borat. I think it's from Borat, this one. And then there are new songs that were added to the Shazam lists. I hope this helps you move your playlists and favorite songs from one service to another, to Apple Music in this case. All services should have something like this. Let me know if you have any questions about Apple Music. Tell me how your Apple Music experience is. For me, it's a bit difficult to find songs I like, but I try to heart or favorite the songs I like so it knows, it learns which songs I like, especially playlists. Thanks for watching.